last sequence before we go off to our lunch break by inviting Jérôme Gasperi, Head of Digital Ocean Lab Service at Mercator Ocean International. And we're going to talk about harnessing the European Digital Twin Ocean, DTO, for Copernicus Production. Thank you, Jérôme. Good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, the green is to go forward. Yeah.
Good morning. Yeah, so I will present to you harnessing the European Digital Twin Ocean for Copernicus Production. So basically, what Edito can bring to Copernicus Marine and how we can help to the production. So Edito, I will not, so I think everybody knows Edito, but basically what Edito brings, it brings storage, data, collocated data with a data lake with Copernicus Marine data and Monet data, bring you computing resources, and on top of it there is application and what-if scenario. So how can Edito help Copernicus Marine in this regard? So first, what is Copernicus Marine Service today? So it's a successful distributed production network, which is based basically on a distributed expert network, which are here in the room. Dedicated infrastructure, so each production center has a tailored algorithm, dedicated workflow, and product quality control. And it has proven reliability to an operating system that is continuously refined to meet mission critical and high availability public standard. So the key principle here in how can Edito help is that Edito is first designed as a complementary asset to Copernicus Marine to provide additional capability when it is beneficial. And so why explore Edito for production, for instance? So we think that it's new opportunity to enable by the European Digital Twin Ocean. So first, we have a unified data lake, means that at the same place you have access to shared data environment. And of course, we have high-speed access to Monet and Copernicus Marine asset, but also other data that you can use. You have scalable computing, which is basically CPU, GPUs, and you can have also access to HPC from the platform. And you can run on-demand execution capabilities and ask also to HPC resources. And standardized services, meaning that you have containerized and interoperable services, kind of processing blocks, that you can chain, and so you can accelerate deployment and of course enabling an easier collaboration and testing on this platform. So what are the potential benefits? It's basically to reduce the application of generating processing tasks, to have a faster deployment of new services, an easier access to large-scale computing resources, and to enhance also experimentation and innovation on the platform. So for this, we propose to open the review clause, which is basically a progressive and pragmatic approach to how to demonstrate the feasibility through concrete implementation. So the objective of this review clause is to design, develop, and integrate and deploy production chain component on Edito. They must be Edito-compliant processes, meaning that once it's deployed as a processes, it can be used in other contexts. So this is a principle of sharing this processes for others. And we want to demonstrate pre-operational execution capabilities like near time when it is relevant, or on-demand execution. And what is very important, because as I said, it's a progressive and pragmatic approach, it's a kind of test bed for that, it's to collect technical and operational feedback, because this is very the fuel in which Edito will improve like this. And so the expected outcome is concrete assessment on what works best on Edito and what is more efficient with existing infrastructure. Because the idea is really, if you are wearing 45 shoes, not to try to put in 42 shoes. I mean, there are things that work good on Edito, other on the existing production center. So this is a way to test it and to know how we can change to improve everything. The candidate component for the review clause is basically the whole chain. So you can test pre-processing, core production, post-processing, quality control. Product quality control. So the idea is that in every respect of the processing chain, there are things that you can test on the platform to see if it works on the platform and how you can improve that. And so any kind of this component is a candidate for this review clause. And again, the key point is to focus on components where Edito can bring clear operational or technical advantages. So at the end, we have a federated production vision, so that combines the expertise with Edito capabilities. So we have the producers, you have the scientific knowledge, the operational know-how, existing infrastructure, and on the other side, you have Edito with shared computing resources, a standardized execution environment, interoperable processing service, basically access to all the digital twin experience and capabilities. And all these at the end, we have an hybrid production system where the process can run either at the producer premises, on Edito, or across both. It could be a mix. And of course, it depends on the operational needs. And the long-term benefit is basically to build the future of Copernicus Edito production ecosystem. And so it means that we want to bring the computation where it creates real value, but we keep the expertise where it resides. And this will be my conclusion. Thank you.
Jérôme, thank you. Stay with us for a second. I want to ask you this integration, Copernicus Marine Edito, to happen in practice. What should be the top implementation priorities, in your opinion, over the next 2-3 years? And we're talking about data, services, infrastructure.
Yes, so what we are working, and Alain talked about that, we are working on this kind of ocean platform vision. Basically, we have Edito and Copernicus Marine, and the idea is really to have a convergence, not only interoperability, but really convergence of tools and services. So the idea is really to work first on the services, on how to really improve and to use the same tools, the same infrastructure to manage both projects. So it's, of course, better in performance, better also in understandability from outside of project, because we know Edito, we know Copernicus Marine, but for somebody that does not know what is all this, it's just name. So here you go to the convergence of the same goal. It's to bring the best experience to users, the best product to our users and customers.
Thank you very much, Jérôme. We can also welcome you back to the floor, and we are going to